don't stop me now, I'm on a roll. Last week I shared with y'all Beach Giza and the new drop from Perfumology. Now I got a new fragrance house. It's been released in 2019 from EJ Wells, Happyland Studios.
I finally found what I'm missing, and now you got all my attention. Driving me wild, got me wishing that you were all mine. You're irresistible, so refreshing. You're irresistible, tell the essence. I can feel your energy all over me. Close my eyes and I breathe in. You're irresistible.
Welcome back to Carolina Fragrance Reviews. I'm your host Cam, and yes, we have a new fragrance house to talk about. It is Happyland Studios, and let me tell you something, these things are nuclear. I mean, just if you're looking beast mode, if you're looking performance, if you're looking unique fragrances, and also at an economical route that you would not believe, stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. In 2008, Wells got with another guy named Dan O'Connor and actually wrote several original songs for an episode for Law and Order: Criminal Intent. And that episode was called Reunion, and they actually had Joan Jett starring in that, from Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. So that's just a little bit about my man EJ, his musical career. So I mean, that's, you know, Law and Order, man, that's kind of a big deal. But yeah, punk music up till then, and then fragrances 2019 to the present. But what we're going to talk about now are these delicious little fragrances. Okay, as I said, all these fragrances are freaking nuclear. I actually wanted to come in here with like safety glasses on and a lab coat, but I couldn't round that stuff up. So anyway, just know that you better go easy on the triggers on these things. This one is called Blue Fire. Look, did you see that distribution? Jeepers creepers. Okay, Blue Fire opens up with a leathery, kind of greenish tea vibe going on. It is probably, out of this collection that I have, or he's put out so far, I can tell that my man EJ likes his gourmands and his deep fall and winter fragrances. This is one that you could actually wear right now. And to be able to wear a leather fragrance in the summertime, that's pretty darn creative. Let me tell you the notes in this one. The notes for Blue Fire are grassy herbal tea, strawberry gin, musk, pink pepper, and iris. And you definitely, on that dry down, can get that iris for sure. The leather stays in there, but all the notes just kind of bounce back and forth off of each other. It's just, it's creative. Very, very creative. Honestly, I wasn't sure if I liked this fragrance at first. It really took some time to grow on me, and I'm glad that I've had the time to accumulate this collection and play around with them and see what kind of projection and performance and everything. This one easily is gonna get you 3 hours of projection, if not more, and you're definitely gonna get between 10 to 12 hours performance out of this thing. Very different and unique fragrance, Blue Fire. Okay, for you barbershop fragrance fans, you are going to love this one right here. This one is just called Barbershop. But let me tell you something. This is an amazing fragrance. If you like barbershop fragrances, you're gonna love this. But I contacted EJ after I smelled this one, or was talking to him about it or whatever, and I was explaining to him my thoughts on it, and he was like, did you happen to see Mr. Smelly's review? I was like, no. I went and watched it. I'm not even going to repeat what I was gonna say, because I'd basically be ripping Dan off. So to save myself from looking like I'm ripping Dan off, I'm gonna put his link right here for that review. The next fragrance is a brand new release called CUIR Cafe. Now for you coffee lovers, oh man, you're gonna wanna get your nose on this. Again, you're gonna find with every single one of these fragrances is that they're unique, they perform. Did I say they were unique? Did I say they perform? Freaking beast mode, nuclear. And I was sent a decant of this before it was actually finished. I liked it. I'm not gonna lie, I did like it, but I wasn't wowed by it. I was wowed by this. And I didn't say anything to EJ that, I mean, cause I liked it. I mean, straight up, I liked it. It just wasn't like, especially like these other ones I'm getting ready to show you, I was like, oh my God, these are good. But now I'm like, oh my God, that's good. I mean, you can smell the nozzle on this thing and smell the coffee note. I am dead serious. Coffee and leather, really? It works. It really works. This is absolutely stunning, and that's what you get in that opening, is just like a really good, strong coffee note mixed with leather. This one is gonna be a stunner as soon as it cools off. I personally would not be rocking this one because, I mean, it's pungent. I don't know, hey, like I said, wear what you want, when you want, have fun. This one's just a little too strong to be wearing in this high heat North Carolina, but I'm telling you, it's a beautiful fragrance. I cannot wait to wear it in the fall. Let me tell you the notes. Okay, since this is brand new and exclusive to the Happyland Studios fragrance group, there weren't any notes that I found that were listed, but what I have been able to get out of this just by my nose is definitely coffee and leather, and get like some almond or something nutty in there or something like that. Just goodness waking up on a nice, cool, brisk morning. I mean, actually like sitting in a coffee shop on a leather couch or something. Booyah, that's it right there. Okay, this next fragrance drove me plum loco. Cause this is plum loco. And it will drive you plum loco, especially if you love the note of plum. Jeepers creepers. Wow. Juicy, delicious, ripe plum with leather. Seriously, just take plum japonais and Tuscan leather and have a big old juicy plum in the middle and go like, bam, like that. And this is it right here. This one is amazing. I am a huge fan of plum japonais, and I'm also a huge fan of Tuscan leather. Not saying that this was ripped off, but that's what I get out of this. I don't know if it was done on purpose that way or whatever, but hey, it hasn't been done before. By all means, do it. Let me tell you the notes in this one. The notes for Plum Loco is plum that will drive you loco. Leather, saffron, benzoin, amber, and jasmine. This, Be glad that these are not super expensive and they perform like crazy, because I'm telling you, this is an addictive fragrance. I will be wearing the crap out of this as soon as it cools off. I kid you not. Again, 3+ hours, of projection, and easily 11-12 hours of performance. Insane, nuclear beast mode, insane. Okay, if this next one doesn't just tickle your fancy and just really touch that soul of a gourmand lover and tickle that sweet tooth or whatever, Happyland Signature. Remember when I mentioned that EJ was a fan of gourmands? I know he likes leather, I know he likes gourmands, and that's just by looking at the notes in these things and just smelling these fragrances. This one is, oh my God. Happyland Signature is a tobacco fragrance. that's drizzled with honey, and you get the blueberries and apple pie. Oh my God, if you ain't hungry, you will be. This is one of those nights when you're just snuggled up with your girlfriend by the fire or a bonfire or something like that. This, yeah, it's definitely like a date night fragrance, or what, like cuddle and Netflix kind of fragrance or whatever. There's just something, I don't know, really satisfying about this. Just, yeah, satisfying. That's the word I'm looking for. Amazing fragrance. Now, when I mentioned before, like, you know, the Tom Ford fragrances, how I felt like, you know, there were a couple of them that we know that might have been mashed together, but no, these are original creations for sure. I'm not saying that he's ripping anything off. Don't get it twisted. I'm just trying to, you know, compare what you might get if you took other fragrances. And I'm gonna do the same with this one. And it happens to be like two of my favorite fragrances. And that is Parfums de Marly, Herod, and Ocean. They're obviously not identical, but that's the same type of vibe. If you were to put those two fragrances together with the honey and tobacco, and you can definitely smell the blueberries and apple pie in this thing. I kid you not. Amazing, amazing fragrance with stellar performance. Let me read you the notes on this one. I think I already did. The notes for Happyland Signature are tobacco, honey, blueberries, and apple pie. Yep, I did just say the notes in describing this thing because you get all those. You know, a lot of times, I mean, yeah, we are just talking about 4 notes, but there are those times where you're like, no, I'm not getting that. When you see those notes in the description, you get all of it, like boom. Sweet drizzled honey, jeepers creepers. Let me get on to the next one because this one was my favorite until this next guy kicked him out. Now that was no nudge to Signature from Happyland Studios. It's just that this brand new release knocked my freaking socks off. I was lucky and got sent a sample of this, and I was like, bruh, what have I got to do to get on that? How much money do you need? Let me pay you. Now, full disclosure, EJ did send these out to me. He did not send them under the condition of me reviewing them or any kind of nonsense like that. I reached out to him. We had rapport. He sent some fragrances out. I love the fragrances. I'm sharing them with you. That's how it does. And so, can't hate on nobody for that, but I have to be transparent with you guys. This one is called RHYOLITE. Now, when this thing came out, I went on the Happyland Studios Facebook page and was like, yo, you got to get on some of this. And I saw, like, after that, it's just like steamrolling. And there was a couple other people barking the same thing. And it seems to be the consensus among many of us in that group that this, oh man, now this one right here. I'm speechless. I swear, this thing, I blew through that decant and it's 100 degrees. That's just how much I liked it. I'm serious. But yeah, there's even some missing out of this thing right here. Okay, to start off with, RHYOLITE was actually named after an album that E.J. Wells put out in 2002 that was released on Halloween Day, and it's a punk album. And I don't know, you know what, because some of you guys may define punk like, and some people think like Green Day. And yeah, I guess that's a form of it, but this is true punk, late 70s style punk. And there's nothing punk about this. I'm telling you, this is an amazing freaking fragrance. How many times have I sprayed this? Have I got a problem like spraying this thing too much or what? Now to tickle your fancy with another gourmand, let me read you the notes on this one. The notes on RHYOLITE are honey, almond, vanilla, blueberry, sandalwood, caramel, and white musk. Honey, caramel, and musk? Really? I mean, right up my alley all day, every one of them notes, but yeah, this one is going to be sexy time fragrance right here. And one other thing I want to tell you about RHYOLITE. This was a fragrance that was formerly known as Untitled, because that's how it was when I received it. It just said Untitled, and I was like, dude, what is that? And then he sent me the album cover, told me a little bit what was inspired by and all that. I don't know what kind of memories brewed this thing up, but I'm glad they happened because this is my favorite from Happyland Studios. I'm telling you, this is, oh my God, this is a great fragrance. As I mentioned before, Happyland Studio Fragrances are a very affordable house. These bottles right here, these 50 ml are $49.99, or you can actually get a pair of this with the solid for $69.99. Or you can go with a 1 ounce for 35 bucks. On top of that stellar pricing, I have been given a gift from EJ to give to you. Actually, a couple of them. The first one is our discount code. Go to Happyland Studio Fragrances and enter our discount code CFR20. We will leave that down below so you don't forget that code, but 20% off of your purchase. Now, Happyland Studio Fragrances delivers everywhere in the US and also in Puerto Rico, Guam, and US Virgin Islands. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome that they got the shipping, you know, outside of the 50 states as well. But our next one is the giveaway. And what we're gonna do is have you guys make sure that you are subscribed to Carolina Fragrance Reviews, make sure you like this, and then we want you to share this video either on Facebook or Instagram. That is what will get you the free giveaway. And what we're gonna do is give, not necessarily CUIR Cafe, but we will pick one lucky winner to get a 1 ounce bottle like this, and whoever wins, we'll let you pick whichever of these fragrances I just shared with you. So that's an awesome giveaway, awesome hookup on the discount, awesome house, and I mean, like, this one and whoa, this one just come out. So I mean, they're just like putting banger after banger out. I'm excited if you can't tell, and just get it in. Be sure to check them out. They even have sample packs where you can get like 4 for 25 bucks. That way, you know, if you go all in, you know, you may not like it, but I mean, you could get rid of these things easily if that's a problem. But yeah, sample before you buy if you want to, and the price point is definitely affordable. I hope you guys check this house out, and we will leave that discount code down in the description so you don't forget about that. Please, if you like this video, participate in the giveaway, subscribe to Carolina Fragrance Reviews, smash that like button, and we will see you next time on Carolina Fragrance Reviews.